It's on Cracknell then, but England still come. This time they've got the overlap, and Ollie Phillips will take it round all the way.
It's just the transition's so different. Everything from the adulation, the time, the feeling you have because you're fit and healthy, the money, all of it suddenly just stops. And you have to everyone says, oh, you've learned all these really valuable skills, but you just don't know how to apply them, and you don't know what the relevance of them are to another job. And then when you find another job and they say you can apply them, that job just isn't the same. It's just not the same high. It's just not the same feeling of running around, walking into a change room, 44 people in a day, having an objective of winning a match on the weekend, and having those emotional highs that come with that. It's a totally different transition, and moving away from that and accepting that that's kind of all over is really, really hard. You don't even know the rules of the game, you don't know what good looks like, and ultimately you're so used to being the best, and it's kind of like a natural state of emotional state for you. It's pretty hard to admit, I've got to go back to basics, I've got to go back and be a kindergarten again, if you like. And that's especially when everybody around you is telling you how great you can be, and therefore you don't want to admit to them that you don't really know what the hell you're doing, or you don't want to really feel like a fraud, or you don't want to turn around to them and go, well, we know all this stuff you think I'm great at, I don't see it, I don't agree with you. So that's hard, that's really hard, because you get caught in this catch-22. I suppose I didn't really realise the impact that playing had on me, or maybe retiring had on me, and what the big bad world was like, going outside, and what was coming. The transition I found and still find incredibly hard, just going from an environment that was I guess full of so many emotional highs, and then going to an environment that perhaps wasn't like that, or I couldn't really resonate with, or it didn't really seem familiar to me, and that is hard and has been really, really tough. But the topic of mental health, I think never really crossed my mind, and probably my friends never thought, out of all the people, I would think probably never thought I would be somebody that would struggle with that, just because I don't know, they always used to they still do refer to me as like, Ollie, everyone kind of thing. But it doesn't really mean anything unless it's actually got some value around it, and I found that really, really hard to actually sort of gain a bit of a sense of purpose and stuff like that since I retired. And then I just suddenly thought, I gotta address this. I didn't know how to address it, to be honest. And there's also a bit of a reluctance. I just didn't really want to accept it. But I remember I hit a couple of proper low points in February of this year, March this year, around then, where lots of stuff was going on, and I could look at objectively at what's going on in my life. I'd be like, wow, on paper it looks brilliant. What a great CV, you got loads of stuff going on. But just underneath it, you just feel like a fraud. You just feel like you don't really you're just sort of winging your way through it all. And I remember there was just a couple of times where I just had, only way I can liken it is like an out-of-body experience, where I would look at me and I just didn't want to be here anymore. I contemplated like suicide and stuff like that, but at the same time I kind of knew in my gut like I'd never do it. But I just remember looking at me, if you like, just thinking like, what are you doing? Like, how has it got to this, and why has it got to this, and how the hell do we get out of this kind of thing? And some crucial people along the way. Caroline and the RPA, one of those people, introducing me to a company called Cognacity. And what I love about it is they don't tell you what to do. They just help you realise what you're doing, and how you can try and affect and change your behaviour.